I'm in the third year of my purpose journey, and this falls in line with my purpose. So, this is how I created magic and miracles for myself through messy situations, challenging circumstances. And the reason I'm smiling is because it's today that when I was writing and flowing through it all that I realized how proud I am of myself, because I've been doing so many things, I've learned so much, but I did not credit myself, and this allowed me to credit myself more and see that my journey could be a sense of reassurance for someone who is going through challenging situations through all areas of their life at once, like I did before. And hopefully it makes you realize that a magical and miraculous life is not that far away. In fact, you can create it for yourself right away. So here's how I did it. For my soul, there are three things mainly that I want to point right away. First is going on long walks. This is an underrated habit, underrated lifestyle change that will bring you so much bliss and happiness that you'll be in awe, because not only nature and nature walks help you to open your mind and heart to the universe and to God, and fills you with so much awe and wonder that when you are in those low spaces, that it actually opens your mind to the limitlessness of the universe, the vastness of the universe, and how powerful it is. And there's just so much that can happen for you, that can change for you. So what I did was, not only I used this as an opportunity to set my nervous system, but I also used this as an opportunity to bond with my parents more after a lot of things, and it actually helped us slowly bond more. So how I deepened this practice and I ensured maximum magic out of it is that look at the nature together, find things, just take that moment to appreciate all the different trees, flowers, butterflies that are there. See what you can find to love about your environment, and just take in the fresh air, because taking walks in nature definitely helped me see the vastness of the universe, see the magic of the universe, and how powerful it is, how it will fill one's heart with awe and wonder, and it will open up your heart space more. It will open up your mind more, and it will help you de-escalate the balance. It will help you put power back into your inner self than the circumstances. So how I deepened the experience was, we chose not only a walk area away from town a bit, but also there was a temple attached to it, and it was very quiet, and a lot of other factors which I'll put in my longer video. But this is how you can use the opportunity of going on walks, not only to heal your nervous system, to be present in nature more, find things to love and appreciate about nature, but deepen your bond with nature, your loved ones, and experience how limitless life can get, and have gratitude for all that is. Second thing that I added quickly to my toolbox was, I forgot, was choosing love and courage, especially when everything comes to you all at once. The most important thing that you can do is not only choose courage and love as much as you can, because there are going to be times that you're going to blow up, there are going to be times that you're going to be triggered, there are going to be times when you're going to set boundaries, even if you're scared, even if you don't know what could unfold in the next moment, in the next day. But making the conscious choice of choosing love and courage every single day, every single moment, will help you rewire not only yourself but your circumstances, and I'm going to share more about that in a separate video. And the third thing, which I think lately a lot of people have been talking about, but something that I have experienced firsthand, is what changed my life, is gratitude. So starting your day with writing 10 things down that you're grateful for, especially if you're in low health, it could be difficult to right away start writing 10 things. So what I used to do in those times was just mentally say three things I was grateful about for that day. It was sunlight, air, being alive. and if possible before sleeping too. So it just adds up, and it is a very small practice that will change your life. And I'm not one of those gurus who's going to tell you it will change your life, but it actually does. It actually changed mine. It revived me back to my life. So that was for the soul part. Now for the part of body. Sorry, I'm referring to my notes. This is going to be quick, a bit messy video, but it needs to be out today, is what I feel. So for my body, what I did was habits. I had to change my habits. I had to the first few things that I did for my body, for my health, for all areas of my life to come into place was fix my sleeping schedule, going to sleep at the right time, waking up at the right time, eating at a specific time, being mindful with my meals, especially because that was the time that I was only allowed to eat literally 3 things. I don't know why my flash LED light suddenly jumped up by the brightness. Okay, digressing. Yeah, fixing my sleep schedule, baking schedule, eating schedule, and having set times for set things, and my walk. These 3 things, getting them in place was helpful, and that's the solid foundation which our doctors recommend when they mention lifestyle. This is what they mention: not only controlling your stress and circumstances, but starting from within, fixing your diet, fixing your sleep schedule, and fixing your mind, fixing your habits, and fixing your behaviors, what you do in your routine. So even if, especially for me, it was not possible to do all things at once, so I just started with sleeping at the right time, eating at the right time, going for a walk, and other things which I'm going to put up later. But that helped a lot, especially because I was okay, let's just divide this into 2. I couldn't sleep even if it was 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. So I had to start by bringing it back half an hour, and now I can sleep by 8:30 or 9:30 easily. So don't be hard on yourself, take it easy, and be strict with yourself and disciplined as well, because I used to go in my bed by 9 p.m. and try to not look at my phone until I fell asleep. Sometimes it was hard, so I would listen to something soothing or something as such. If you want me to make that specific video, then I'll make it in depth. And for food habits, what I did was I got intentional. I got mindful of all the meals I used to have, because I was only allowed 3 things, which was 1 type of rice, 1 type of vegetable, and 1 type of dal. Like, those were the literally only 3 things I had for 1.5 months. And now I can eat almost like 15 vegetables minimum. So consistency and practice and softness, yet discipline, will take you places. Just keep going. Okay, like I'm going up with this video, not worrying about how it's going to turn out. Okay, by behavior I meant not only eating mindfully, but trying to eat seasonally. Definitely don't take it as a first step. If like eating seasonally came to me much later on, about 1.5 to 2 years ago. So start by eating mindfully, and then start eating seasonally and based on your body constitution, which I do. And anchoring in physical manifestations and cues. So cues, say for example, it's about habit stacking. So if you are having a meal, after 5-10 minutes you take a walk. That is a kind of habit stacking. And physical cues, I mean like putting an alarm that you have to walk after your meal after 10 minutes. That helps. And be gentle with yourself. There are so many things I keep changing in my schedule, not only based on what I'm going through, what is happening in the weather, but also what feels gentle as well as disciplined for me. So take your time, do what feels right. And about surroundings and circumstances, so the more power you put into yourself, becoming a better version of yourself, eating right, sleeping right, taking care of your reactions, responses, and keeping your mindset right, it will take the power away from your circumstances that you are in. And by consistently envisioning a better future, that will start making you feel more powerful, that you are in control, and the circumstances will start shifting as well. There's a lot more I can talk about this, so we'll do that later as well. And self-regulation and stress management. Again, that helps with your circumstances. So when you're triggered, taking a deep breath. If you are dysregulated, sitting with someone who is regulated, be it your mom or your dad, whoever. And also box breathing was something that was not easily possible for me when I started. So what I used to do was, I almost forgot what I was going to say. Body scans. I started with body scans, soulful music, and affirmations. Just sitting, just sky gazing. Actually, sky gazing is still one of my morning rituals. I start my day by looking at the sky and regulating myself. Looking at the sky in the morning, first thing in the morning, is the fastest, easiest way to set your nervous system and circadian rhythm in place. So that was about what you can do for your body, what I did for my body, and for your mind. There are a lot of things that come into play when you're fixing. Literally, this is what I realized when I was writing things down for this video and for the whole project, was that I have done so many things that I need to take into account. And what I realized was, not only did I make changes for my soul, for my body, and in my physical 3D world, but it's like a whole holistic approach. I was doing so much that I should congratulate and be proud of myself. So not only doing little things over time for your soul, for your mind, and for body, what happens is, when you start putting power in all these areas, is going to have a snowball effect, which you won't see at first, but eventually you will start seeing. So for my mind, what I started doing was, because I was bedridden for the first few weeks, so there were not a lot of things that I could do, that I could fix, that I could change. So these are the little things that I did. So body wise, what for for mind wise, what I did was, this is sorry, I'm digressing. This is where doing the best with what you got is going to be your mantra. What you can do in your physical, through your physical body, in your physical circumstance, what you can do best with your circumstance, what you can do best with your soul and mind and body, and how you can keep finding a good balance. Being gentle yet disciplined will eventually pay off, and how it will work. So coming back to how I worked with my mind was, I found content that would replenish me, nourish me, and show me things that I love in life, and things that are truly valuable in life. Say, for example, old animes and cartoons like Winnie the Pooh or Oswald, movies like Harry Potter, and there's so much more that I've written. Let me just quickly see. Little Witch Academia, and books like Frog and Toad and New Earth, and Studio Ghibli movies. Now I agree, there are some of content that I'm sharing that is going to be very heavy, but I jumped right in. I bit more than I could chew, but I have always been able to digest things, so ironically. So it worked out for me, and I know it will work out for you. So these are content that makes you feel good to be alive. It reinforces the magic of every day, which is something I love. Sunrise, sunset, having a good cup of tea, having a lot of time to oneself, having a lot of time to just enjoy life, everything, every small thing, and then also extending it towards family and then community. There's just everyday pleasures. There's so much more that I've written, but I just gotta finish this up quick. I'm probably going to make a longer video for this later on, because there's so much that I have to share. What more for the mind? Yes, childhood animes or cartoons that you used to watch will definitely provide a sense of comfort and reassurance and so much more magic. It will help you remember that what you have is enough, being alive is enough, choosing happiness every single day is enough, seeing the good is enough, how the gift of life is such a big blessing, and you are going to notice every single small thing, especially if you are in a place like I was. You are going to find joy just being alive, just being able to have a cup of tea. And even with what I said about having just being able to have three things for food, I was able to find so much gratitude that at least there were some things I could eat. There are people who probably must have had things that that is second step. That is something I didn't even think of. I was just grateful to be alive. I was just grateful that even if everything around me was not right, everything was not working the way I wanted it to, the thought, just having gratitude has helped me. Just being who I am helped me. Just loving what I had, even if it was what it was, helped a lot to embrace more magic. And what more, this video is getting too long. The key part was when I started my journey was realizing I'm worthy as I am. There's value in who I am, even if I don't do things. Because I remember random acts of kindness people had done for me, while completely forgetting everything good that I had done throughout my life. Especially even when I had nothing to give, I have given, and I discredited it. And so even if you're not someone like me, even if you're someone on the other spectrum, I want you to believe that there is great gift in your presence. There's a reason why you are here. There's magic in you. You're worthy as you are, and that is not an understatement, that is not an overstatement, that is the truth. Your presence is necessary. And I had some things happen in the past few weeks, and I had fallen back to the negative spiral. Okay, there are a lot of more things about ending negative loops and choosing positive frame of mind, and so many other things that I've learned as well, which I'm going to share later. But what I was saying was, what was I saying? Yes, that you're worthy. I don't know how to articulate it about just right now, but I sat with this, am I enough in my being? Am I enough in my presence? And about 2-3 hours of sitting there when I literally had nothing else to do. There was nothing actually I could do, and used to head to the terrace for a walk in those times, early times. It helped me see that we are all worthy. Like, this is what I see other people as, and I encouraged myself to think of myself as in that way, that my being was enough, my presence was enough. And even if I had done a lot of good things, even if I had not done, because if it was someone who hadn't done those things, I would want them to feel worthy. Because watch Studio Ghibli movies. I don't know how to articulate it at this moment because the video is getting too long, and I'll make a longer version of this video explaining it. But just please believe that you are needed, believe that you're enough, believe that you're worthy. I'm telling you, your presence is a gift, and please cherish it. Please, even if there's nobody out there to tell you, and even if I don't know personally, I don't need to know you personally, just your existence is enough. And there's magic in you. Stay alive. You are perfect just the way you are. And yeah, recently I had again fallen. I had gotten fed up of a few things because something had happened. It sometimes happens, right? When things start piling up, sometimes something triggers you and you're back into it. And my elder sister reminded me that my presence is enough, and I was like, okay. I had learned that lesson a few years ago, but here we go again. But it's okay. The more you heal, the more you feel happier. But there are going to be times that, especially when you start being happy with what you have, and new things You just start being happy with the people you have, the places that you have, the experiences you have that you deeply love, as well as you are envisioning a good future for yourself that you want to combine with this reality of new experiences, new people, new circumstances, and new places that you deeply love as well. And you will find the balance. I completely lost my train of thought, didn't I? Yes, I did. Just allow yourself grace and presence. Life is big, small. These small hindrances will take a few years to heal from, but it's okay. Yeah. So I was saying it's okay to have triggers come back again when life starts getting better. But there will eventually be a time that there's no shoe that's going to drop, and you have to stop bracing for impact and remember that if you have come through so much, you can get through it again. And sure, it could feel tiring, it could feel exhausting doing so many things that people can't see because it's not visible, especially if you are someone like me who discredited their own journey, their own progress, that you feel like crying, that you are a warrior and there's so much to be proud of yourself about, but you didn't recognize that because you kept raising the bar for yourself, you kept raising the standards for yourself, and you keep getting so focused on wanting to be higher that you forget how far you have come in such a short time, and how amazing you are, how proud of yourself you should be, and taking the time to be grateful for yourself, which is this year's thing for me, to start doing that for myself more, which is what I'm doing through this. And yes, again, if you are a brand or a business or someone who would like to collaborate or sponsor this series of creating magic and miracles in mess, there's so much more that I have to share, so much more that I believe can help a lot of people. And if you truly resonate with that purpose, truly resonate with that message, do email me. I'll drop my email below in the description box, and you can let me know if you're interested, because I'm still doing this as an experiment. So I'll do 2-3 videos and I'll see how it goes. And I was feeling very shy and scared, just the thought of making videos again. I was very, 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 very shy. I almost didn't want to show up. I almost thought I'll not make a video, I'll make this as an audio. But as soon as I started writing, as soon as I started seeing just how much of wisdom I have, how the things that I've been through could help someone. I actually made a health video before this, which I've taken down for multiple reasons, which helped someone who was going through the same health issue. And my intent with that video was for it to at least help one person feel that they can overcome this. And they texted me, she was like, your video helped me see that if it's possible for you, it's possible for me too, and which is why I took it down. I was like, intention received. So because I've been doing my purpose work since the last 2-3 years, and this fell in line with my purpose, I'm uploading these things again because I can see how much it can help someone on a larger scale. So let's see how this goes. I'll just end this video here. I'll see how it turns out. I'll maybe upload it as an even shorter version because it's already 27 minutes, and I'll put the rest of the things in the description box. So keep being blissful, keep being happy. Bye.